Well, hello and welcome to beautiful, if slightly brass monkeys at the moment, Nova Scotia. Yes, we're in the depths of January, sort of January 22nd, I think. Snow on the ground. I'm absolutely bored stiff. Can't do any gardening outside. Yesterday was minus 16. Warmed up a bit today, hence I'm being able to wear my cap rather than my woolly hat. But as you can see, the raised beds in my veg garden are barely visible, and it's about to snow again, I think, very soon. You can't even get into my raised beds here. They're frozen solid as well, as you can see. But I was looking through my seeds earlier to see what sort of seeds I have for this season, and it reminded me that actually there are a few things, seeds I can be planting, not in the ground outside. Doesn't have to be in my raised beds that are solid here. I could actually do a bit of winter sowing. Winter sowing, you ask? Well, I'm glad you did, because I'm here to show you how to do it. Winter sowing is basically sowing in winter. There was a bit of a dead giveaway in the old title there, but what you're doing is not replicating, you're giving some seeds, maybe veg seeds like lettuce, all your spring early sort of seeds, lettuce, maybe cold hardy ones, carrots, any of your green ones, giving them a bit of a sort of head start in a semi sort of warm conditions, but also giving them a bit of protection as well. I'm not exactly explaining that right, so let's have a look, shall we? Also flower seeds, I'm going to come to that in a moment. Winter sowing, right, so basically not everybody has got a greenhouse or lots of room in their house to be able to put loads and trays and trays of seeds out all over the place. So a good idea, or a good way of getting around that, is winter sowing. So what I have here is an old plastic water bottle. Unfortunately, we're on a well here and our water isn't particularly good, so we unfortunately get through a lot of plastic water bottles, and even though you can recycle them, it's even better to be able to recycle them within this property. So I have one here, voila, and I've cut it, not quite in half, but you know, near enough in half. Left a bit on the back so that it stays on, and then I've drilled some holes in the bottom, so I've got a bit of a mini greenhouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plant, or sow rather, some of like veg seeds, like I said, salad crops, if you wanted carrots, but obviously the one thing of planting carrots in there is you can't really transplant carrots, so maybe that's not such a good idea. But all your salad ones, always a good one, that one. So get them in there, and then what we do is I normally get a little bit of, where are we? Bit of locking wire, and voila. And then I can normally thread that through there and there, just like that, and that will stop the lid flying off, etc. But we've got no lid on the top, so that allows water to get in. So like I said, we've got a little mini greenhouse, and if you haven't got a lot of room in the house, all you got to do, sow the seeds in here, stick it in a nice little protected corner that will get some rain on it, but you know, is protected, a bit of sunshine as well, nice sunny corner. And in the spring sometime, once it's all sort of starting to warm up, this will obviously warm up a little bit better. It will stay moist, although, you know, obviously as the spring comes and we have a bit of dry weather, you want to keep an eye on it. But your little seedlings will soon sprout up, and instead of having to go through all that process of seed trays, etc. indoors, you've got them outside, parked away nice and tidy, et voila. And then you can transport these, you know, to your garden beds later on when they, you know, as per usual, when they get a couple of leaves, etc. And the good thing is, obviously, they'll have grown up outside, be a bit hardier, so they won't need so much hardening off. And all in all, it's a good idea if you don't have the space, etc., etc. So veg plants, like I said, you can lots of different salad crops are good ones to put in there. Peas will go in there as well. That's a good one. And what was the other thing I was thinking of? So flowers. So perennials, a lot of perennial seeds and hardy annuals need that little bit of, is it called stratification, I think? You know, that couple of months of freezing temperatures or very cold temperatures, so that allows them to trigger to start turning from, you know, germinating when the spring comes. So that's another good way of going through that sort of stratification routine without having to stick them in your fridge or anything like that, or sow them in the autumn time when sometimes they can get washed away with bad storms, etc. So that's a good way. So I've got, what have I got here in the way of, I'm going to have a go at this year. I've got some blue giant hyssop, is always a good one. And I've got some coneflower. What are these? Large daisy light, yep. These are always good ones. Some peony poppy. I don't know, I've never used these before, so I'm going to have a see what how these go. So various different, any sorts of forget-me-nots, all different sorts of Shasta daisies. That's a good one. I've tried them before. They work. So might as well have a little go, shall we? What we'll do first is let's do a proper actual cutting up of one. So where's my scissors? Aha. Well, I've got these 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this one. Oh, battery's gone on that already. Right, so we'll just cut round these. Not all the way round, like I said. That'll do that way. There we go. A bit more maybe. So there's that. I think, as I said, I'll get a bit out of there. It's very cold, the battery's run out. So as you can see, like that. So I've got, here's some I've made up earlier. So this is, you know, basics now. Oh, and I'll tell you what, I'm using my leaf mould that I made over the last year. Look at that, look. Absolutely beautiful. This is sieved leaf mould. So I leave it a good year, and then obviously in the autumn time I've got 4 or 5 bags worth of it. All the other bags are frozen solid, but I brought that one into the house a couple of days ago in anticipation. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Right, here we are. So we shall try here, just the usual sort of routine. In fact, I'm going to scatter these. I'm just going to broadcast them, as they say. We'll try, what have we got here? Where's the lettuce gone? Haha. I'm going to try some salad bowl, red and green. So we'll try some of that. nice and flat. So I'm just going to broadcast these nice and not too thick. That'll do. Obviously don't forget to mark up each little greenhouse. So what was that? Lettuce, salad bowl. Right, that goes there. Let's give it a bit of a covering. This really is lovely stuff, this sieved leaf mould. Great for your seeds to germinate in. There's not lots of nutrients in there, but just enough to get them going for the first few weeks before you sort of pot them up again. There we go. I would water, but everything is frozen solid. Ooh. So I'll just leave them in there like that. Put the little twisty thing in. And there we go. I'm just going to put these out at the front of the greenhouse because that's south facing, and let them get on with it. Check in with them every, well, it's not actually worth checking in with them until sort of April time, I don't think, but we'll see. Right, I'm going to do these other ones and then I'll be right back and we'll have a quick chat to finish up. There we go. That is 3 made up. I've got some nice phlox, the old beautiful flowers, perennials. In there I've done some lettuce and some rocket stroke arugula, as you say over here in North America. I'll be doing a few more, but I thought I'd wrap the video up now. So there we go. Nice and easy. Nice bit of winter sowing. Great if you haven't got the room inside to start your seeds up early. I've used it before. Works really well. Just keep an eye on it later on in the springtime, as you know, if there's a bit of dry weather and we start getting some really nice sunny days, then they'll dry out. But other than that, just put them in a nice little sheltered corner, sunny corner. Keep the top off, let the rain get in there. They will look after themselves as seeds do, and that you'll have some nice little hardy plants. Give it a go, you never know. So that is that. I'm hopefully going to be getting out some more videos a little bit more regularly now. You know, it's a bit difficult at this time of year, but the longer days, the greenhouses will start to warm up a bit more, and I can get some seed sowing done out here. Probably not for another 5-6 weeks, but I might plant some seeds in here, and I'm going to protect the bed in here, etc. I've got some projects once the snow goes a bit I can make a start on. Some new flower beds I'm going to be making, and obviously my new what is my new veg bed area, my new kitchen garden that I've done the design for, just waiting for some decent weather to get amongst it. So there's that. And if you're bored and you're at all interested in project management, there is my new project management channel, The Optimistic Project Manager. Yes, I know, not particularly imaginative, but you know me, I am optimistic and enthusiastic, hopefully, and I'd like to get over my my ideas to help people in the project management field. So if you're interested in that, your support would be most welcome. The Optimistic Project Manager. But there we go, winter sowing, nice and easy, not much of a difficulty at all. Have a little go, stick them in a sunny corner, and we'll check out our results later on in the springtime. Your comments are most welcome. All there is left to say, job's a good one.